Hello guys and girls, welcome to the defense of the Australians Summer Tournament. My name is Only Logic and you are watching the game March of Masick versus MKD3. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. Both of these teams have been doing reasonably well. I think the favourites coming into this are March of Masick. Either way, let's take a look at the picks and the bans that are currently up. Couple of bans. First ban was March of Masick, taking out that Visage. Solid support hero, very good support hero, as well as the Alchemist. We've seen a lot of Alchemist plays actually in the tournament currently. Generally, Alchemist as a support. Alchemist has played a lot more as a support in the current meta, thanks to all of the changes. We don't usually see him as a right clicker anymore. Late game, of course, he can be a strong right clicker, especially with his ult up. A lot of attack speed. It means you can get a lot of damage in. On the other side, MKD3 banning out Lifestealer and OD, both of which are just powerful heroes in their lane. Lifestealer can do a very good job of even soloing the easy lane, and OD does a very good job of just winning the mid lane. So these heroes being picked out because they are all quite strong, well-rounded heroes. For the picks on MKD3, we've already got a Timbersaw, nice tanky off lane, brilliant initiation, very high spell damage, and a Lion. Lion making a great support. He can play a solid mid hero as well. We also see him with the finger doing work. Very strong hero to see Lion playing as well, probably as a support, but we can see him as a mid hero. On March of Masick, we see Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, very strong global hero. We see him in the off lane a lot. We see him pulling, stacking. We see him jungling. He's a very all-round, well-rounded hero with a very strong late game right click. And we've also got Weaver. Weaver could be playing as an off lane or could be playing as a hard carry if we see Nature's Prophet in the mid. We can also see Weaver in the mid as well. Weaver making a very strong mid and countering a lot of other mids. In the next couple of bans, we see Invoker. Mom banning out an Invoker. I don't think we've seen an Invoker ban in the tournament so far. Really interesting ban here. Maybe they've got a combo that they've planned which Invoker can just simply counter with his Cold Snap. Maybe it's Sunstrike. Maybe they don't want the Sunstrike global presence. Maybe they don't want the magic damage that comes from Invoker as well as Timbersaw. And they also ban out the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight being a very strong hard carry potential mid hero. Bans on the other side, MKD3 banning out that Death Prophet. Death Prophet with her spirits can definitely counter Weaver if Weaver's going in mid. The spirits, I'm fairly sure, yeah, they do go through Invis heroes. Fairly sure they do. Either way, heavy harass in the mid lane. It also looks like they're banning out these mid heroes. They've banned out Death Prophet, they've banned out OD. Maybe they're just heroes they don't want to come up against, which makes sense, which is fair enough. And they're about to ban out their second ban. Okay. And they ban out Storm Spirit. Once again, another very strong mid-hero. Not so much a global presence, but he can definitely have very strong presence in a lot of places around the map. So obviously they're banning out all of these very strong mid-heroes. The only one that I can think of that's been played a lot is Puck in the mid lane. But of course you've got other heroes that can work in mid lane. You've got Magnus, you've got Clockwork, you've got Dragon Knight's been banned out actually. Witch Doctor is the second or first support pick. Immediately, not counter picked really, but immediately picked from March of Masick from Mom is Sand King. Sand King having that huge epicenter team fight, but there's nothing really to combo with that Sand King. There's no solid stun. There's maybe Nature's Prophet with the Sprout, but he could only get one, maybe two with that Sprout, and that doesn't really combo brilliantly with Sand King. The offlane Bounty Hunter being picked for MKD3. Bounty Hunter might be doing a very good job in this game. Track Weaver is like an immediate sort of semi-counter. We've also got Io. Now Io, or Wisp, does actually run a very close combo here with the Sand King. We do see Io and Sand King together in some relocate ganks purely because he can just burrow strike in with the Io spirits and deal a lot of damage. Not nearly as good as Tiny, not nearly as good as Chaos Knight, but still very, very strong, especially if you're playing a support and you've got the Nature's Prophet TP in there as well. Ban response from MKD3 is Chaos Knight. Immediate ban responses. Just we don't want to see any Chaos Knight, and the response there is Luna, so they don't want to see a Luna hard carry with this sort of team lineup, which makes sense because it's a lot of magical damage, and you basically need to get a BKB on all of your heroes if you see that sort of magical damage. At the same time, Luna does hold that right-click potential, so even through BKB, Luna can definitely have an effect, and that's the ban out there. I can't think of a solid right-clicker that would work really well in their team for a hard carry. Potentially just a solo right-clicker, something like an anti-mage or a void. Maybe they could play a Phantom Assassin as well. A Phantom Assassin basically means that Nature's Prophet and Weaver have to get an MKB. That's an item that they maybe normally wouldn't get, that they now have to get. Phantom Assassin definitely being one of the good picks here, but it's just wait and see what they decide to pick. Thank you for joining me on my channel, the viewers that are here. It's always lovely to have you guys as part of the Defense of the Australians Summer Tournament. Hit that subscribe button, that follow button, sorry. I play a lot of games, as well as D2T, which I'm sure you guys love, and you'll be able to check me out going through this tournament as well as doing other playthroughs.
Spirit Breaker.
So Spirit Breaker is the last pick here for MKD3. A Spirit Breaker hard carry. That's countered by a Pudge mid. This is going to be an insanely... If that Pudge can pull off some really good plays in mid, we could see some absolutely amazing team fights going down here. Pudge, Sand King Io combos, I could definitely see that working out. That would definitely be really interesting.
The Sacred Grove awaits.
Ah. Looks like we've got the wrong server. Oh, that's ridiculous. Sorry about this, guys. So I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. Looks like we are just having a few servers. Guys, we'll be back with you as shortly as we can. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back to the MKD versus MKD3 versus Sick. It's not Sick. It's oh goodness. MOM. March of Masick. We're in this game. Sorry about the confusion, guys. There has been a little bit of a issue. What happened is there was a captain's draft, and then we realized that the server wasn't actually the Australian server, which means that everybody was experiencing, of course, over 400 ping. So what we've done is we've actually redrafted. We've gotten back into the game. Yeah, we've redrafted, gotten back into the game, and now we are back in here. Let's quickly go through the draft again for anybody else who missed it. MKD3 went with Timbersaw, Spirit Break. Actually, let's go through the teams. Even better idea. MKD3, we've got Project Z on the line as a support line there, and in the tri lane we've got actually a hard carry Spirit Breaker as the stand-in Arse Crack Bandit. Kaitari is trying to deal with the Nature's Prophet treants here as the Witch Doctor. In mid we have II Marco playing the Timbersaw, and in the off lane we've got a Bounty Hunter off lane playing Snowball playing the Bounty Hunter off lane. Meanwhile on the dire side we've got Sick Balls, I love that. We've got Balls playing Pudge in the mid lane. Really good counter is Timbersaw in that mid lane, seeing as even if he hooks him he doesn't do as much damage. We've got the off lane here as a Cottles, Keeper of the Lights, playing the Nature's Prophet in the off lane. Meanwhile there's already been an initiation onto Snowball, who does have vision on him, has been pulled on him. A couple more hits. First blood does go to Shatan, playing that Weaver in that tri lane. Firestarter on the Wisp. Godot playing the Sand King. March of Masick taking the first blood there. Absolutely amazing play to kill that Bounty Hunter. Who had the dust with Weaver? Weaver buying the dust first up, or having the dust given to him first up. Okay, let's get back into this game. Awesome. Going through the team. So they did end up doing an all-pick draft, redraft. They didn't do a redraft. It was just the same draft as the Captain's Mode draft.
Denied.
So it looks like they're trying to ping out to the Bounty Hunter that there is a rotation by the Sand King, but looks like nothing going to come out of that. Meanwhile, in mid, they've got Witch Doctor moving towards this Pudge, but it looks like nothing's going to happen here either, so it's just really basic laning. Kaitari moving, he might be spotted by the IO. He is spotted by the IO, but he's going to take the invisibility ward. Even though Timbersaw doesn't take it, I'm not sure Timbersaw has a bottle. He doesn't have a bottle, so not really the worst thing that could happen. Meanwhile, that Witch Doctor is going into the jungle here to maybe even disrupt this creep stack, or maybe he'll just sit in it and just take the experience from the supports. Now that since the patch, he actually does get experience. You see him going up there, and once this creep dies, he'll also go up there, and maybe he can even get the last hit on these creeps as well. But now that Io's here, not much is going to come out of that. Oh, he is going to be taking a few hits from that. And his invis is going to go out very, very shortly. So are they actually going to make a move on him? They do see him and his invis running out. So now Io is trying to get him with that final spirit there. Will they be able to? Meanwhile, there has been a rotation from Pudge. If Pudge is going the wrong way, is he going to be able to reach him there? No, he's not going to be able to. So they just rotate around. He does a little bit of a sword. They are going to run into him though. Are they going to be able to get the kill? Couple more hits and he's turned on the sandstorm there. Weaver comes along, finishes him off, making that the second kill that he's received. He's going to get a couple of hits as well onto the lion, but he's not going to be able to get the kill. So 2 kills for that Weaver is not a position you want to put a hard carry Weaver in. Not going very well for MKD3 at all so far. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Pudge playing very passively against this Timbersaw who has a lot of fun, and he misses the hook there. Meanwhile, on top lane, they have actually jumped onto that Witch Doctor and gotten the Weaver. Wow, triple kill there. Not a triple kill, sorry. He's on a killing spree now. Meanwhile, Pudge just trying to get a little bit of a harass onto this Timbersaw, who does take a lot of hits, and he does actually kill him. Bit of a hook is just enough to wreck that Timbersaw, and now that he's level 6, I'm sure he's going to start roaming. Maybe even get a kill on this Nature's Prophet, who's actually in level 5 already. But he is going to go for that Illusion Rune. And what's worse is that the Nature's Prophet does not know that he's coming. He does not know that he's there, or does he? Is he going to TP out? No, he's just going to play it really safe. He's going to get the Trance. He's going to maybe scout out for Pudge. Pudge, oh no, he's just staying behind the trees, and he's probably just going to walk up to him and... Oh no, sorry, the Pudge going for the Spirit Breaker. He's probably going to try and get the hook here. Try and get the hook. The Spirit Breaker would be aware actually, and he does pull him out, and then he starts it up. And of course, that's going to get the kill on the Spirit Breaker, on the solo lane Spirit Breaker. Just not going very well for MKD3 at all, unfortunately. A Sentry Ward has been popped up to try and counter that Weaver. And they have initiated onto the Witch Doctor here, who is very out of position, and he tries to pop the stun, and there is actually a follow-up stun, but it's not enough. And there's a double kill for the Wisp there, who takes that double kill, and he's going to go through here, but there's not enough mana on anybody to actually follow that up. Is the last one going to hit? It is going to hit, but it's not going to do much. So already this Weaver on 3-0-2, it's not looking very good for this team at all, unfortunately. Pudge meanwhile using his illusion to farm in mid. Looks like there might be a rotation from the team here. They are smoked up, so they probably are going to rotate into this bottom lane to get rid of this Timbersaw. And all they need is a single initiation stun. That's all they need, and then Pudge can just walk in and do the rest. And are they going to move in here? No, they're not. Doesn't look like they are. It looks like they're going to play it really safe. Now the lane's pushed in anyway. They could have come up to the tower, but they decided not to. They're just going to move right around and maybe go down to the bottom, where the Spirit Breaker is actually nowhere to be found. Where is the Spirit Breaker? Spirit Breaker's gone mid with that Timbersaw. He's just charged in mid. Pudge bottling up an invis. Oh no, you do not want to see Pudge with an invis. And he's just going to move in here, and he's just going to find the Spirit Breaker. And he hasn't even... Yes, he does end up using the Dismember on him to get the kill there, and that's basically it. That's all that's necessary. That was all she told. So Pudge now very farmed, as well as the Weaver at 0-8. It's not looking very good for MKD3 here. Much of Masick, or Sick, taking down this game. Looks like they want to make an initiation onto this Weaver, and they do make an initiation but it's a little bit mistimed here, and they're trying to get a few hits, and he's trying to fight him, and he's just going to get a whole bunch of fights, and he does end up using his ulti. Oh! And is he going to get a double kill? He does get a double kill after that awful initiation from the Lion and the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, oh, that was a beautiful initiation by the Pudge onto the Witch Doctor, which gets the kill on the Witch Doctor there, and this game is just being completely dominated by Sick.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's been a TP in from Coddles, and Spirit Breaker is just going to pour it out. So nothing comes out of that there, unfortunately.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Looks like they know he's there. They might even go for him. Yeah, they definitely know he's there. So Pudge isn't going to be making a move here. There's actually 4 heroes here, which he's not aware of. So they are going to go all out on him. Meanwhile, Coddles has taken out the Witch Doctor. So that's a 1-for-1 trade. That chakra missing. And are they going to actually turn this around? They are going to turn this around. They're going to go right in. The Weaver's going to try and get the pick off. No, it's the Firestarter that gets the pick off the Wisp there. But still, that's a 2-for-1 trade. Not looking very good, and Godot is coming in here to try and push out this lane, and it looks like they are just going to put a lot of effort into pushing this lane. What's worse is that they can make an initiation onto this Bounty Hunter, which they will make. The Burrow Strike there, initiating for the kill. It's 14-2 now. It's not looking very good for MKD3 at all, and they can quite easily push this lane. You're just going to right click it down with the Treants doing the damage. Treants doing the tanking, I should say. And this it doesn't actually go down to everybody, to anybody. It just shared gold there. Looks like he's picked out the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit tries to ulti him, but that's all that was needed. Pudge walking around with the Invis rune. Sorry, not with the Invis rune, just by himself actually. He's got the regeneration rune that he pops now. Looks like there might be no, he is Invis, so the Sand King doesn't know that he's here. But the Pudge knows something. No, he's just sitting around here waiting for some enemies. He knows that the bounty has just gone invis, and he's going to try and... They do run into the... Oh, and a brilliant hook there, taking out the Witch Doctor. Godot moving a little bit too far. He's going to be taken out by the tower, unfortunately. Now he is going to go for this Bounty Hunter, and that's probably all that he needs to do. The ulti coming in to help out with the Nature's Prophet. As they push in top lane, they also take out... no, the Bounty Hunter, no. And it was the Sand King that died to the tower, yes.
Middle tower is under attack.
So it looks like they just want to chill out here in this top lane and maybe push down this tier 3 tower. It is 17-3. You might say it's a little bit early to push down a top tower. There's a huge hook that doesn't land anywhere, unfortunately, but he does use his urn on that. He probably got. He did have 2 charges on that urn, so he does use that urn as the Witch Doctor there, who's only level 4. Let's take a look at the hero levels here. Yeah, the highest is the Timbersaw that's on level 8. And it's not working out well at all, and he's about to get level 9 and be on par with 3 of the enemies. Looks like they're just attacking mid, and they're going to take this mid tower really easily. Last click goes to Nature's Prophet. Now they have gone for the charge onto that Nature's Prophet. Are they going to actually be able to get a kill here? Maybe they can turn something around. The slow is going to come out, and he does use his ult, but the huge Sand King Burrow Strike there to save him. It's not going to do a difference, though. He does get the kill onto that Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, Pudge comes in. He is taking down that Timbersaw, and the Timbersaw just melts. That's 3 kills and a huge hook! Huge blind hook to take down that Spirit Breaker. That Pudge doing absolutely amazing work, taking down 4 of their heroes. It is now 22-4. And was that a GG call? No, it wasn't a GG call. But I can seriously expect a GG call now. We've got a level 11 Pudge. He doesn't have items. He doesn't need items. I'm pretty sure the courier is going to be carrying his... Who knows? He's got a blink dagger. He's going to go for a blink dagger Pudge. Don't know if he'll be able to use that blink dagger because of how well this team is pushing, how well this team is just absolutely dominating. That Pudge pickup being completely surprising. So the team's just farming in the jungle here while Furion is pushing this bottom lane. And MKD3 have not picked off a single tower yet. Very unfortunately for them.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like Coddles is going for a Dagon by the looks of things. Pudge wanting to hook. No, not catching out a hook. So they're just roaming around here, wondering when they can continue making a move. Burrow strike there. He's going to probably pop his boots. No, he's going to move towards somebody. No, he's just going to pop his boots. Oh, and an attempted blink hook there by the Pudge, but it didn't make it, unfortunately. Little bit of damage being done by the chakram there. And Weaver just time lapses that because can. I can't see him using it in a team fight. Maybe they don't even want to go for a team fight. Maybe they're just going to back off and push out another lane. This bottom tower here is very close. Oh, looks like there has been a couple of disconnects. We've been having a lot of disconnects, unfortunately, in the game. Asking if it's a rage quit. It could be a rage quit, but I absolutely doubt it. Let's take a look at the kills here. 11-1 on that Pudge and 5-1 on that Weaver. 5-1-4 on that Weaver. Just means that the team really is absolutely dominating. 11 kills on a Pudge is really not something that you want. You want to deny a Pudge early game. And that's not what MKD3 was able to do against Sig. It looks like even Sable, has disconnected from this game. Looks like everybody might be ready. I'm not sure where he's TPing to. Oh no, he's just casting his ult. No, he is TPing. TPing into this corner here to continue pushing this top tower here. Meanwhile, Pudge might get picked out here. No. They're definitely not falling for the bait, which is good play, even if it is at this very late stage of the game for MKD3. And he does blink. Maybe he can get a kill. He's just waiting for that creep to die. No, he's not going to go for that kill. Radiant's bottom tower being just soloed by this Nature's Prophet, who is going to take it down. Pudge looking for a hook. Maybe he can pick something up. No, it misses that Witch Doctor, unfortunately. And that's basically the end of that. And it looks like Sick are just having a little bit of fun here on this ridge here. But there has been a track, finally level 6 bounty, doing a track on that Weaver. So they're probably just going to stay right away from that Weaver. And there's been a Wisp TP in. Oh, into the bottom lane to try and defend that Nature's Prophet. Huge TP in. Monster kill on that Pudge. It looks like now they're just going to push out this bottom lane with that. No. They're both going to be sent back to this top lane. There's been a blink hook onto that Bounty Hunter who does go invis, but looks like they don't have detection, so he's just going to try and follow him around. The Weaver getting that kill on the invisible Bounty Hunter. They must have had some sort of detection there, unless there was a ward that just popped. Either way, they are able to get the kill there. There's going to be another hook. There's going to be another hook on that Timbersaw. Timbersaw melts, goes down again. The entire team is there. And they are just having fun. They don't want to push this. They're going to let Coddles push this, and they're just going to have fun. Coddles look like he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, the trees, the sprout not working, but they're going to back up. Nothing's going to come out of that. The team is going to rotate here. Pudge is going to come back and he's going to steal the Witch Doctor, putting him to a godlike streak. That ulti being used on that Pudge for absolutely no effect, while the IO just comes in tethers and he should be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, this the Coddles has tried to go in right in there and he has taken a kill, but unfortunately he does die. There's a blink in from Pudge and he's gone for the Spirit Breaker that just melts. Once again, everybody is melting and now they're actually going to push. Spirit Breaker is going to charge in because I know it's end game. He buys back, he charges in, he really wants this kill. He's not going to get it, unfortunately. His right click being way too slow. They're trying to go for this. They're really putting a lot of pressure into this. Oh, Pudge might just get a kill here. He does get a kill, taking down that Spirit Breaker, causing him to get a double kill before he dies. And then, of course, taken down by the Sand King as well was the Timber Saw. And they're just gonna earn. They're just gonna earn, and they're just gonna go back in. They're even gonna go back in. Sand King blinking and taking two, and of course that's a double. That's another double kill from that Pudge there. Amazing play by this Pudge. But it's the end of the game. It's GG. GG hasn't been called. GG hasn't been called. This is interesting, to say the least. Looks like MKD3 just want to continue this game. Maybe they think they can turn it around. There it is. There's the GG call. They can't contest this game. Spirit Breaker's going to charge in one more time and throw his life away. But it's okay because the Ancient is going to go down, and that is still had a chance. Yeah, okay, sure. That is the game to MKD, to March of Masick. Sick. Absolutely dominating that game, getting a good early game, and then continuing that early game all throughout into the mid game. I was going to say into the late game. There wasn't a late game there. We see this Pudge. We can hear in the deep background there Pudge using his dismember. But we see Pudge with a Blink Dagger here. If we take a look at the support, Sand King, Arcane Boots, Blink Dagger, that's all he needs. Soul Ring Mech on the IO, that's all he needs. Pudge had the Urn there to help out the IO, to help him. And Weaver did not even getting enough armor. He did get his Lincolns, but that's all that was necessary for this absolute stomp. Guys, thank you very, very much for joining me. Make sure to hit that follow button so that you get a lot more of my games, as well as other games that I might be playing. Otherwise, get on to twitch.tv/defense of the Australians for all of the games.